What up YouTube, it's your boy Anime Specialist. So this episode was really good. I think it was the best episode of the season so far because there was a lot of information and new characters introduced. So let's get right to it, man. The first new character that was introduced is Wolfame. He's part of the 10 Wizard Saint, and he's pretty interesting because he's the third rank 10 Wizard Saint right now, so he's also part of the council. If I remember well, I think Mikhail was maybe 10th or 9th in the ranking of the 10 Wizard Saints, so that was pretty interesting. Plus, it seems like he can transform into a demon form like Mira Jane and Elfman, so this is pretty interesting. He has the same kind of magic as those two. The other character that was introduced is another member of the 10 Wizard Saint. His name is Iberion, and he's ranked second of all the 10 Wizard Saints, so this is pretty interesting. But something that I just want to say is that it doesn't mean that you're one of the 10 Wizard Saints that you are stronger than every other mages. For example, Warhol, if you remember well, in before the Tartarus arc, when Natsu, Gray, and the others visited him, it doesn't mean that you're 10 Wizard Saint that you're strong. You know, Warhol is not that strong. He's pretty weak, and he's still one of the 10 Wizard Saints. So the most interesting thing, in my opinion, in this episode was about the Alvarez Empire. They basically have their version of the 10 Wizard Saint. They're called the Spriggan 12, and they're the strongest 12 mages of their empire. So I really want to see how strong they are. The last time I read the manga was a long time ago, so I don't remember what their magic powers are and how strong they really are, but I'm hyped about this final arc because it's gonna be awesome, man. So now the most messed up thing in this episode is that the strongest of the 10 Wizard Saint actually joined the Spriggan 12. So I think his name is God Serena. The strongest of the 10 Wizard Saint joined the Spriggan 12, so he's part of them right now. And it's crazy because all the other Spriggan 12 are as strong as God Serena or stronger than him. So that's how powerful they are. They're as powerful or stronger than the most powerful 10 Wizard Saints. So basically the 10 Wizard Saint doesn't really have a chance against them. We don't know the reason why God Serena joined the Spriggan 12. Maybe he was afraid that he would lose against them in the upcoming war, or maybe he just went he was crazy or something like that. Maybe he's evil and that's why he joined the Spriggan 12. But that's crazy, man. The strongest of the Ishgar continent joined the Spriggan 12. That's just crazy, bruh. Anyway, the first group that are trying to infiltrate the Alvarez Empire to save Makarov are now en route, and this part right there was pretty funny because Wendy actually has motion sickness now, so she can't really help Natsu with his motion sickness, so this is pretty funny. Obviously she's a dragon slayer, so at one point she would have motion sickness, but it was pretty funny. But yeah, man, basically Lucy and Elsa was flirting with the guards to infiltrate the Alvarez Empire, and for the first time I think in the series it actually worked. Usually Lucy is trying to do some things like that, but it never works, so Happy is making fun of her, but this time it actually worked, so it was pretty funny to me. But man, obviously we knew that the infiltration would not be quiet because Natsu, Erza, and Gray are together right now, so nothing is gonna go quiet. But they did something good, man. The guards of the Alvarez Empire was going to kill a kid, so they just defended him, so they had to, or the kid would have died, so that was pretty good. But now it's when it gets real good because one of the members of the Alvarez Empire, he's not a Spriggan 12, but he's pretty strong because Erza and Lucy, because of him, they can't use space magic. Obviously Erza and Lucy, the way that they use their magic, it's kind of a space continuum thing, and they're bringing their suit and celestial spirit by space. So because of him they can't use it, and because of that they disappeared somewhere. We don't know exactly where, but because of this guy who also uses space magic, they can't use it. But I won't talk about this guy that much, because this woman is the most important character that was introduced in this episode. Her name is Brandish, and she is a member of the Spriggan 12. So she's one of the strongest members of the Alvarez Empire, and Natsu and Gray were quite frightened by her, not power level, but how her magical power was, because I don't know how strong she really is, but by their reaction she's really that strong, you know. So we'll have to see next week's episode. I didn't watch the preview to be surprised about what's gonna happen in next week's episode, but it's gonna be epic, man. It's getting better and better, and I'm hype about what's coming next, because yeah, man, she's something. And I like her design. She has green hair, but she's different than any other female characters that we've seen so far in the series, in my opinion. So yeah, I like her design, and we'll see how strong she really is. I think I remember what her magic is, but I won't spoil it for the guys that are only anime only watchers. So I won't spoil. I don't spoil anything in my reviews, because it's an anime review and not a manga review. So don't worry about that. But yeah, man, I'm hyped about next week's episode. It's gonna be fire. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below. I think it was the best episode of the season so far. Yeah, man, I do fairy tale reviews every Saturday, so subscribe for that. It would help my channel a lot. And I do other anime related things like One Piece reviews, Black Clover reviews, Sword Art Online reviews, and Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews when it's out of filler. So yeah, man, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.